It was a Thursday evening, rain pattering restlessly against the windows, when Ethan finally spoke the words that crumbled the world I had built around him. "You're just too much, Clara. I need space." The words hung in the air like a spectre refusing to dissipate. Too much. That was what he'd called me when I had poured my soul into our relationship, offering pieces of myself I thought precious enough to keep us intertwined. But now, I stood accused of loving with too much fervor, of living with too much intensity. I remember my heart faltering, a hummingbird suddenly paralyzed mid-flight. I had loved with such earnestness that being labeled as too much left me stranded in a desert of doubt, barren and endless. But it was that very night, amid the stillness broken only by my silent tears, that I decided I would not let his words define me. I would walk away, leaving behind the echoes of a love unreciprocated. The decision to rebuild took root slowly. At first, it was mere survival, getting through days that felt like endless nights. But with time, the rawness healed into resilience. I devoted myself to my art, colors and shapes weaving a tapestry of who I was beyond Ethan's dismissive labels. My paintings spoke the language I had been told was too loud, too vibrant for love. They became my sanctuary, a testament to the gravity of my emotions imagined still on canvas. I developed a routine, mornings spent in the studio, afternoons with friends who saw my too much as just enough. I delved into volunteer work, infusing empathy into action. And slowly, as seasons turned and healed the wounds they touched, I bloomed into a life that was authentically, unapologetically mine. The world I rebuilt was not made of whispers or questions, but of vibrant affirmations and truths. Years passed before I confronted my past, a past I thought I had buried beneath layers of brushstrokes and benevolence. It was at an art exhibition, my first solo show. The room was alive with the murmur of voices, the click of glasses, and there, amidst a circle of admirers, stood Ethan. Time had been kind to him, but it hadn't softened the edge of recognition. Our eyes met. I watched as realization dawned, recognition warring with unease. He approached with the tentative steps of a child unsure of the dark. "Clara," he said, his voice softer than the stormy night we had last met. "I didn't expect to see you here." The Clara of the past might have fumbled for words, or dissolved into the old doubts he had sown. But now, rooted in the identity I had cultivated, I found only calm. "Well," I replied, a soft smile curling at my lips, "it's my show, after all." His eyes swept the room, the walls adorned with pieces of my soul laid bare, vibrant explosions of thought and feeling. He lingered over a canvas, captivated by colors he once deemed too much to handle. "You've built something incredible," he murmured, and something else, perhaps regret, lacing his voice. I nodded, the weight of his words light as feathers now. "I realized that being too much is only a problem for those who can't carry it," I said, emotion echoing softly through the room. I stopped trying to be less, just to fit into spaces that were never meant for me. For the briefest of moments, I saw a shadow in his eyes, a flicker of understanding. But it didn't matter anymore. I'd found a world where I belonged, where my soul could be as boundless as I wished. We parted with amicable nods, a strange kind of peace settling between us. Walking away, I felt an unfamiliar lightness, a closure born not of confrontation, but of transformation. In the end, I wasn't the one who had changed beyond recognition, it was the world around me that had. It had expanded to welcome my whole being, too much and all, and no ghost from my past could unsettle the fortress I'd become. The night drew to a close, my art punctuating the silences with stories only I could bring to life. As the gallery lights dimmed, I knew it wasn't the end of a story, but the recoloring of one. I had become a tapestry rich with threads of resilience, bravery, and an intensity that no longer sought approval. Upon reflection, my journey was not about proving Ethan wrong, but about embracing my version of right. With every brushstroke, every shared kindness, and every piece of me accepted and celebrated, I had transformed rejection into radiant self-discovery. And that was a tale too beautiful for words.